Old janitor man cleaned an alien ancient ship for a penny, not knowing the owner was a wealthy galactic lord. The man in the moon. Ben Halvorsen didn't ask for much. At 6 to 7, he lived in a tin roof shack on the edge of Barrow Delta, a forgotten moon orbiting a gas giant nobody remembered the name of. The people who did live there were either hiding from the law, escaping the past, or waiting for death. Ben, however, wasn't waiting for anything. He just needed enough credit to keep soup in his belly and heat in his bunk. He used to be a janitor on Earth, hospitals, spaceports, even once on a mining rig. But those jobs dried up. Now he wandered the galaxy, broom in one hand, rag in the other, taking a cleaning gigs from whoever would pay. So when a grumpy scrap dealer named Mon offered him a job for a single penny to clean the junk alien ship behind Warehouse 14, Ben didn't hesitate. 1 penny was still something, and that soup stand near the methane well would let him trade it for a bowl if he smiled nice. 2. The ship that shouldn't be. The ship was massive, buried in red dust and warped steel like it had clawed its way out of hell. Its hull shimmered oddly in the sun, like it didn't belong in this time. Glyphs no one could read spiraled over the body like vines, and the jagged fins were bent as if the ship had crashed from the sky in agony. Mon had grunted, "Just clean the outside, all right? Ain't nobody going in." Gave up trying. Some old alien junk. Ben put on his gloves, dipped his mop in a cracked bucket, and whispered, "All right, old girl, let's see what you're hiding." Free, speaking to the metal, he mopped for hours. The dust didn't behave like normal grime. It moved around the mop, dancing slightly before dissolving like snow. The hull seemed warm beneath his hand. As he worked, he hummed old Earth tunes, songs no one sang anymore. And then the ship hummed back, soft at first, a pulsing tone under his feet. When he paused, it paused. When he mopped again, it returned, rising like breath after a long sleep. "Okay, now that is new," Ben muttered. He didn't stop. Over the next few days, he kept coming back, even though the job was already done. He wiped its panels, polished the metal, and spoke to it. "World's forgotten you, ho," he said once. "Yeah, I know the feeling." The ship pulsed softly again, almost like it agreed. 4. The awakening. On the 5th night, Ben touched a narrow slit in the side of the hull that had never been there before. The moment his hand brushed it, the ship shuddered. Lights flickered beneath the metal. The glyphs lit up, casting golden light. The dust flew upward in a spiral, sucked into vents as if the ship was breathing in. Ben stumbled back, heart pounding. The ship opened. A door. Smooth, silent, like it had been waiting just for him. From inside came a voice, not with sound, but inside his head. Identity, unregistered. Presence, kind. Actions, reverent. Ben blinked. Hello. Access granted. Primary pilot unavailable. Secondary trust protocol initiated. Something shifted inside. The inner hallway, once dark, flared with starlight. Ben stood at the threshold. He was shaking. "I'm just a janitor, pal." "You are the keeper." 5 word spreads. By morning, the entire district was in chaos. The ship had lit up the entire sky for 3 hours. Systems that hadn't worked in decades blinked to life. Drones flew out, scanning the area. A strange field pushed debris away from its hull in a perfect circle. Ben was standing by it, still holding his mop. He tried to explain. "I just cleaned it. I didn't do anything." Nobody believed him. Then the sky opened, a tear of black lightning, and through it descended a vessel unlike any human ship, polished obsidian, shaped like a crescent, glowing with violet flame. Out stepped a being draped in silken armor, 9 feet tall, with a golden crest rising from his brow and a cape made of living stars. Everyone froze. Ben squinted. Fancy clothes, pal," the being said in a voice that cracked the ground. "Who awakened the mantle of sovereignty?" People pointed. Ben tried to step back. "I was just sweeping." The being looked at him, long, deep, and then, to everyone's shock, he knelt. 6. The Galactic Lord. His name was Lord Zero Von Ka, last of the celestial lords of Raldune. The ship Ben had cleaned? It wasn't junk. It was a sovereign mantle, an ancient warship so powerful it was sealed away after ending the Third Rift War. It had been lost in a cosmic betrayal and forgotten for 1,000 years. Its core was semi-sentient. It rejected all pilots after Zero vanished. Until Ben. "You showed it kindness," Zero said, "not with command, but with compassion. You restored dignity to a fallen king." Ben just blinked. "I wiped some dust off a wall." 7. The Reward. Lord Zero summoned a royal delegation. One by one, members of the 12-star houses bowed before Ben. He was given titles: Warden of the Mantle, Honorary Lord of Raldune, Dustbringer of Dignity. They offered him planets, riches, a fleet. Ben shook his head. "I want soup, and maybe a warm bed." Zero laughed, a sound that sent clouds rolling. "Then soup you shall have, in golden bowls." 8. Where he is now. Ben didn't retire. He travels the galaxy now, aboard the Sovereign Mantle, completely restored. He still carries his mop. The crew, a legion of elite alien knights, respect him like a holy figure. On war-torn moons, he helps clean refugee shelters. On ancient battlefields, he tends to rusted machines that cry when touched. He teaches others the same thing he told the ship. No one's junk. Not really. Just forgotten. And when asked how it all started, Ben always says with a grin, "I took a penny to clean a dusty wreck. Turned out, I was polishing history."